Every act we do, even a non-act, even stepping out of a picture, is always an action. It's always creating a part of a larger picture, or it's a way of dancing in a larger dance, which means that we all matter. We matter. And that if a butterfly's wings can change the world, just imagine how much more complex and more conscious beings we are, and how much more effect we have. And that is the idea behind inner activism, that it's not selfish, but it's vital as conscious human beings to practice some type of practice that allows us to become more a positive effect, a positive influence in the entire dance, in the entire pattern constellation that we are part of, because we matter. It matters how I am. It matters how my light is lighting the world. Let's focus now on our breath. And noticing how the breath is flowing in through our nose, filling our bellies and our lungs, and then a deep breath out. And make it a conscious breath where your navel is coming closer to your spine. So really squeezing the breath out. Then breathing in, allowing the belly to come out. Filling it up like a balloon. And then allowing the breath to come in, out, with the navel coming towards the spine. And still trying to maintain your shoulders and your neck and your jaws relaxed. And let's start counting first 4, breath in, 2, 3, 4, and then hold your breath, 2, 3, 4, and then releasing the breath out, 2, 3, 4, and if you may, holding the breath out, 2, 3, 4. And let's continue with this pattern, or if you need to take a break and breathe normally, but come back counting 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And 1, 2, 3 and 4. And you can keep this breath counting going on, or you can expand it up to whatever is your good count. You can go to 6 or 8 or 12 or even 20, whatever feels good to you. Maybe increase a little bit at a time. And keep your focus on your navel, and also how your rib cage is expanding and shrinking in. And you can even think about your lungs as wings, because if the real physical lungs are being taken out of the rib cage and filled with air, they flutter out like wings. And then with an out breath, the wings come back in. So we really have a set of wings in our under our rib cage with our wings, with our lungs, and they're opening in the back of our body. And with this idea of the wings expanding in the back of our body and coming in, you can also become aware of your neck and your head in the back, and also the top of your head. How your breath in is filling your whole aura, and with the out breath, you can fold your aura back in around yourself. And in the moments of holding the breath, you can feel the maximum expression of both of the extremes. Now finish your last out breath and holding your out breath, and then just breathe normally for a while. Noticing how you feel. Noticing already the difference in your state of consciousness and in your presence. In the paradox of both being much more here and much more authentically you, but at the same time, much less attached to the self and our identities. And let's start by chanting Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. You can start feeling and hearing that in your mind, knowing that the practice is starting, knowing that that is a gateway and a doorway to this moment where we are just focused in a transformative process. So let's bring our hands in front of our heart in a prayer mudra. Make sure that our spine is straight and our shoulders are relaxed. Our neck is long and free. And our gaze with the closed eyes is on the third eye point. And thinking about the fact that in the opening mantra, the vibration is what we are going for. And that the vibration is opening the space. So let's take a deep breath in preparation first. And then a breath out. Let's take the second and last preparatory breath in. And then letting the breath go out. And let's chant with the next breath. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Last time. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Taking a deep breath in now and holding it. Lock and load, ready for the practice. Focused mind, and ready. And breathe out. And let's begin slowly and gently with our 4-use Kriya. And I think all of us here have already, oh, no, not we haven't all done it. So let me demonstrate a little bit. So the second part of the Kriya is an inversion. So where we, lying on our back, we will bring the legs over our shoulders. So if you're pregnant or menstruating, that is not for you. Any of these practices, that if you feel that it's not your thing today, then you can just lie down and meditate or just relax and imagine the practice with your eyes closed. Just imagine it perfectly. But if you have a problem bringing your legs over the shoulder just physically, then it's either you can just lift your pelvis a little bit higher up, that's enough, and then having your legs stretched out. Or you can, for example, I'm having here now this thing here, this radiator here, so I can just bring my pelvis next to it, and then just using that as a support for my pelvis. That's also possible. But the first position will be lying on your back. So if you may, let's see if I can make my studio proper. We're gonna hold each position for 3 minutes. And they're seemingly very, very simple, but they're quite affecting. And this Kriya is to adjust your flow of your energy. So coming back on your back, on the floor. And this would be the full expression of the position. Now, if this is too much for you, then you can lean your legs on a wall, and you can keep your hands up like this. Or even being like this. But it would be nice to have a straight legs, if you can just lean the legs at some point. So if you're ready in the position, let's go. And here, just closing your eyes and finding how your back is resting on the ground, how your pelvis can kind of open so that the legs can really grow from the floor. And also relaxing your shoulders. So allowing the shoulders to fall down to the ground, and then the hands are growing out from the shoulders. Long, deep breathing. Using the breath in a way of kind of not interfering with this process that is now starting to happen when you put yourself in this asana, in this position. And it's affecting the way everything is circulating in your body, from your energies to your fluids, to your muscle effort, to your nervous system. You can focus your eyes on the third eye point if you feel that is appropriate. And really using the breath in a way that every breath in is a long feeding, allowing you to help you to hold this position. And the breath out is a way of giving up and giving away, releasing from all the discomfort that might have arrived. You can always chant Sat Nam if that allows you to focus better and find a more meditative expression. If you can find a straightness, then that is a great thing. Yeah, very good. Only a half a minute left. So if you're finding that there's any challenge, just try to release into mentally so that your mind is not making it harder for your body. Also keeping the fingers straight so that the thumb is touching the index finger and reaching up, up, up. That allows you to, so you're kind of locking your elbows. Yeah, beautiful. Now take a deep breath in. Hold that breath, squeeze everything, reach higher up and squeeze every muscle in your body, even your fingers together. And breathe out. Breathe another time in. Squeeze, 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 and hold. And let go of the breath. And bring your hands down and your legs down. Now this is the inversion part. So I'm now going to show for the ones who will do the full inversion, so that you can start with your Kriya, and I will show the modification after this. So the first thing is that you bring your pelvis over your shoulders. That's where we start. So this is maybe a more common position, and then from here you tilt your legs to an L shape over your head, and then you bring your arms over your head, and this is the second U. Now, if you can put something under your pelvis so that you can come in some kind of a, like this kind of position, that is amazing. And then you just bring your hands over your head. And if anything else is not possible, you can even lean on a wall. Just lean on the wall so that you can get a little bit of pressure on your neck. So you can even do this kind of a position. That kind of allows you to get that similar kind of compression in your neck, which is that's what we are aiming for. So you can start, but exactly if you are menstruating or pregnant, or if you have some kind of blood pressure problems, then maybe that's not the right thing for you. But it's good to have something behind your bum so that you can release into the actual position, and you don't have to hold so much with your muscles. This is an excellent way of getting rid of headaches, to release all that kind of emotional luggage and tension that collects into our chest area and our neck area, where we hold a lot of emotional tension. We have just experienced an eclipse, and it's really worth going to see on YouTube. It's a fabulous, beautiful experience, and it's those who know more say that it's an eclipse that allows us to release from old ancestral trauma and all kinds of luggage and pain that we have experienced. And I think this Kriya is perfect for that, because we just position ourselves so that that process can happen on many levels, both physical and spiritual and energetically. You're doing great. Just one more minute to go. And if you can bring your breath to assist you with that release. And just knowing that it's all just coming out, it's all just releasing out. It's all going to be good. Just a few more seconds left. Just leave it there. Whatever luggage and baggage you have, any healing that needs to happen, any wounds that you have, anything, just leave it there. When you come out now, you just know that it's going to leave behind. Just take a deep breath in. Hold that breath. Squeeze everything. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Reach, reach, reach. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And breathe out, keeping the posture. And deep breath in. Squeeze and hold. Squeeze and hold. Squeeze and hold. Just metabolize into, allow that thing to really use the pressure to integrate into your system, and breathe out, and then slowly, gently bringing your pelvis down. However you feel safe, you can even come with your head with you, or if you want to rock yourself out, that's also good. Whatever feels safe and good for you. And let's come quite swiftly after this. Let's come to this. Just make sure that you're and you are back in the lying. Just make sure that you either come sideways or with a rocking chair. Just feeling that your head is okay, that you're not going to get all dizzy. And then let's come to the third position, where we're sitting and bringing our sit bones a little bit back so that you're in a really good, proper position here. And then bringing our hands out with the palms facing down. And also just making sure that your hands are your shoulder width and your legs are your hip width. Just bringing your hands up, and let's begin. Long, deep breathing. Again, closing your eyes, allowing the focus to gently go up on the third eye point, just above the eyebrows, where the nose bone meets the forehead. Knowing that the pituitary gland is just there in the middle of your head, just behind that point. And while kind of recognizing what is going on, like there might be pain, then just release the breath, breathing deeply into the pain points. If you need support, you can lean your back on a wall, or maybe get a table or a chair under your hands. But if this is okay, then just try to be here. Just another minute to go. And sort of finding a certain type of detachment into the suffering that might occur, or the experience that you have. Recognizing that it's information and it's a deeper understanding of yourself. But at the same time knowing that the next time you do this Kriya, it might be completely different. And with practice and with healthy lifestyle, a lot of these pains, you can get over them pretty simply. You don't have to do big things. You are here, and the burning is a kind of burning out. And of course, if it's physically really not good for you, then you can make a modification, or even come out, or even take a break and come back. But otherwise, we are actually already arrived. So take a deep breath in. Squeeze and hold everything. Here you can also squeeze your root lock a little bit, and your spine, your neck lock. And breathing out. Second breath in deeply. Squeeze and hold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. using the compression to really feed that into your system, and breathe out. And slowly, gently bring your hands down. Release your breath. And then bring your legs close to you. And then let's come into a standing position for the last part of this Kriya. So the last part of this Kriya, we're gonna be standing, and the legs are just a norm, not too wide, but just under your hips. And then from here, you will tilt forwards, and your hands will be straight like this. I'm gonna show you the side view of the same posture. So from here, making sure that you come into an L shape first, and then finish the L shape with your hands coming down, and make sure that your neck is part of your back line. Perfect. And here again, you can start doing long, deep breathing. Now we are doing 3 minutes of each posture. The full expression would be 11 minutes of each of one these. So 11 minutes for 11 days. And the idea is that you would be able to do, if you are able to do this completely unmoving, completely still, you have nerves of steel, and nothing can shake you. Nothing from the outer world can shake you. You are an absolute master if in your own domain, of your own domain. That means that this position gets really, really long at some point, and that you can sing or chant for your own entertainment. So if you feel that you need to sing to help you endure or not to get too bored, you can do that. Humming, chanting, singing, or just long, juicy, delicious, nourishing breaths in, helping you to hold the position still, and then releasing all the pain, all the useless baggage with your out breath, and focusing on just this moment here of the medicine that's gonna open and adjust your energy, how it flows. Halfway there. You're doing really, really great. A few more seconds. See that, make sure that your head is aligned. And here, if you need to help yourself, you can press your head on a wall. That might help you. And also the idea that you had something under your pelvis and your breasts, like a plank underneath you, can also help. Almost there. You're doing excellent. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath and squeeze. And breath out. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And let's be here a little bit longer, squeezing that we can really pressure that energy into our system and allowing it already start to seep in through the hooks and holes, and then breath out. And then now, take care. Keep your straight back, keep your back straight, bend your knees, and tilt your upper body over your pelvis. And then straighten your legs. And then if you need to come over and just stretch, you can do that. Or you can just stand and just feel how you feel, however you you feel better. But the main thing is that you don't come from this position curving your back, because you really risk the lower vertebrae. So bend your knees, tilt your back, and lift yourself up. Great, great work. In its simplicity, it is a very effective Kriya. Now take a sip of water and come slowly to your meditation. Great. So whenever you do this Kriya, it's really important. This is one of those Kriyas that are very powerful. So it's really highly advisable that you can do a good Gong relaxation after this. Preferably lying down, but if that's not suitable for you, then you can sit in meditative position, cross-legged. But if you can go and lie down with your legs spread open and your arms spread a bit open with your palms up, then that allows the energy adjustment to continue. And it's interesting that we're kind of winding the system in a specific way, but at the same time, we kind of need to let that process happen without that we interfere with it too much. So allowing your spine to rest in whatever position you're in. Allow your spine to ground. Feeling the X of your body with the legs spread out. Taking the space, and then the arms. And then becoming aware of the little tail that is between your legs, the coccyx, how that is reaching out from your back and your neck, and then the head is elongating like the tip of the star. Allowing your head rest heavy, your jaws relax, your shoulders and neck relax, and your throat relax. Feeling your shoulders open and your breast area is relaxing and softening. Your arms are heavy on the ground, and every finger, you can feel them and you notice them, and you allow them to just relax. Your rib cage and shoulder blades are relaxing. In your belly, all the internal organs are relaxing. The lower back and buttocks are relaxing. The hip joints and the pubic bone in the middle is yielding and softening and melting and relaxing. Your inner thighs just open and melt and relax. Your outer thighs give in to the relaxation. And both the tops of your thighs and the hamstrings underneath just melt like butter and relax. Your knees are softening. The bone on the top and the soft belly in the behind of the knee are relaxing and spacious. The bones of the shins just become long and free. And the muscle calves parts of the lower part of the lower leg just melt away down. Your ankles are relaxing, your heels are relaxing. The top of your foot is opening like a fan and relaxing. The sole of your feet are like cat foot, soft and supple and relaxed. The meta-torso and all the thumbs and the fingers and your toes are relaxing. Feeling how the heavy molecules are falling down towards the earth. And all the light material is just defying gravity and rising upwards. Just becoming part with every molecule and every atom, becoming part of something much bigger and wider, all made out of atoms, dancing, moving, and you can just let it happen and rest with the dance of the cosmos. Take a deep breath in. And with a deep breath out, feel how everything that doesn't serve you anymore just leaves you, separates from you. Take another breath in and feel how everything that you need and want is filling you, finding the access to it. You know it already, you have it already. Now wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists to one direction and then the other direction. Then rotate your ankles to one direction and then the other direction. Bringing your knees to your chest and giving yourself a moment of stretch. Stretching your lower back and then wiggling in a specific way that you need. And then maybe stretching your arms up and finding a yawn. Just coming out of your meditation or your relaxation slowly and gently. And coming slowly to a seated position, either with a rocking chair or gently coming first to the side and then helping with your hands, whatever is good to you. Now we seem to have a little bit of internet congestion, but I hope that's not disturbing us too much. Now, the meditation to end the practice is this one of my favorite meditations. I'm a little bit handicapped today to do it, but it's this projecting the divine in ourselves back to ourselves. And with this adjustment of all that we have done, the readjusting, And what seems to be in the air at the moment is this realization of, I am arrived, I have all the tools, and all I need is to just find that divine, or find that inner wisdom and excellence and elevation, and just keep feeding myself with that, and let that all just fall away like dead skin, or shedding a skin like a snake. So this mudra is that you bring your fingers, your hands over each other, and then lock your thumbs. And then you close your fingers together to make this kind of a beautiful bud. Now I'm a little bit clunky here now, so I hope that you can somehow see how this is, right? And then finding the straight spine, and a little tiny neck lock, so that you make sure that your energies are going through your head. Your eyes are closed with the third eye point. And the mantra is with one breath, chanting 3 times. Rama dasa sa se soham, Rama dasa sa se soham, Rama dasa sa se soham. Then breathe in, and then repeating this. And we're going to do this now for 3 minutes. Then let's see where we are, because already the 3 minutes is quite powerful. So taking a deep breath in and out. And let's begin to chant. Breathing in. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Breath in. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang, Rama dasa sa se sohang. Ramadasa Sase Sohang Ramadasa Sase Sohang Ramadasa Sase Sohang. Last 2 rounds. Make sure your position is right. Ramadasa Sase Sohang Ramadasa Sase Sohang Ramadasa Sase Sohang. Ramadasa Sase Sohang Ramadasa Sase Sohang Ramadasa Sase Sohang. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath. Squeeze your root lock, your anus, sex organs, and navel center. Squeeze your spine. Squeeze your inner organs and neck lock. Hold that vibration like a juice or of a wine, a nectar to feed on. And then long deep breath out and elegantly bring your hands to your knees. Keeping your eyes closed, just feel how you feel. Surrender to that moment, to this moment, to this feeling of the bliss. Now bring your hands in a prayer mudra in front of your heart. In preparation for closing the class, where we chant 3 times a long sat and a shorter nam. Truth is my name. Truth is my identity. That authenticity is where we are. That in the stillness of the meditative mind, we find ourselves beyond any identity, any life that we live. Let's take a deep breath in, filling our bodies in reverence and breathing out in gratitude. Now breathing in deeply and feeling the fresh, new lightness of being free from all the burdens that we shedded out today. And breath out. And with the next breath, let's chant. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Last time. Sat Nam. Taking the last breath in, bringing your hands to the third eye point, and then breathing out And bringing your palms and your forehead to the ground. Thank you so much. Everything that has brought us here, every wisdom that has brought us here, every turn and twist of our lives that has brought us here. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Kiitos.
Kiitos,
Moi
kiitos.
moi.
Moi moi.
Hei hei.
Moi.